I have heard it said by many people that science and traditional medicine cannot coexist, that they do not go together. And my answer has always been to ask, what do they mean by science? And what do we understand by traditional medicine? I believe that the two go together. For us, traditional does not mean static and old. Traditional means something that exists in the past but can continue to grow. And I believe that is what science is all about also, the ability to grow, to develop. And when science and traditional comes together, something new, something wonderful comes into being. And at Park Saba, what I'm doing, we have demonstrated is the beauty of science meeting traditional, and the result is beautiful. For me, for Nigeria, the way I believe that traditional medicine can be integrated into the official health system is for the government to have the willpower to be convinced of the values of traditional medicine, and not just to affirm it by lip service, but to be proactive, to go into action in incorporating it, not by simply putting it under the umbrella of the orthodox Western system, but helping it to grow in such a way that there are two options. People could have the choice of where they want to receive their treatment, while government simply coordinates and help them to grow, but not stifling one against the other. I believe that is the way to go for Nigeria, to encourage, to give the same encouragement that is being given to the Western system, to give the same attention to the traditional system. What I think can be done to preserve indigenous knowledge, traditional knowledge, is to document them. We have lost so much already. We have lost a lot, but we still have much that can be preserved. We need to write, to document. And when I speak of documentation, I'm not speaking about keeping them locked up in a library somewhere. It is transforming this knowledge into products and to continue to evolve and develop them. So the way to do that is simply to continue to research and to transform this knowledge into products for the common people. So we need to have laboratories, we need to have factories to keep on producing and to work with all the relevant specialists to produce this knowledge in products, to translate this knowledge into relevant knowledge for the people. What I believe can be done to preserve indigenous knowledge in Nigeria is for the government to strengthen the regulation of intellectual property protection for the people, to encourage traditional healers to come out and share their knowledge, but they will not do this if there's no proper protection and compensation for them. We need to write down what we know and document them, and then begin to work on them in such a way that the knowledge is being translated into products immediately for the sake of the people. That is what I think needs to be done. Communitarianism is a term that I coined to reflect my own concept of capitalism, which we can call capitalism with a human face, with communal face. And it means that we need to do more, go beyond buying and selling to relating to one another. That business is not just about buying and selling, it's about relationship. It's about being in touch with the other person, not just the person I can see face to face, but people who are producing products, who are working for companies, their well-being, that we need to see ourselves as brothers and sisters. So for me, communitarianism means for Park Saba as a company to care for the staff who are working with us, and then to care for other workers who are working for other people, and then to care for the environment, to care for the animals, and to make sure we don't destroy the environment. So it's not just about harvesting the plants without caring for the environment. We make sure we put everything in balance so that when we make progress, everybody is growing along with us, the environment, other people, that we don't destroy nature, the environment, because we want to have material profit. For me, that is communitarianism. Pax Herbal have existed for almost 2 decades. It has been years of hard work, of reaching out to the community. The lessons we have learned is that for a company and an enterprise to survive, it is important to relate to the immediate community. To be a part of them, it has to be a community enterprise. That is also part of the philosophy of communitarianism. So the lesson for other African countries is that we need to involve the local community. We need to make use of what is available. Unless we produce what we consume, then there's no future. I believe that the lesson from Pax Herbal is that every community can survive, can flourish, if they learn to appreciate what they have, make use of it, appreciate it, and develop it, making use of their valuable knowledge while being open to new ideas, science, technology, and then we'll be able to help ourselves. I believe that Africa can feed itself, can wipe out poverty. We are the one who will do it. No other person will do it for us. And this is what Pax Herbal has been able to demonstrate, that we can help ourselves if we are determined to do it. I'm aware that people are concerned about research, limited research into herbal medicine in Nigeria, in Africa generally, and the issue of efficacy. If half of the attention that has been given to the Western medical system were given to herbal medicine, I'm sure herbal medicine will have developed very fast. So the government have to be involved. We need a lot of support from the government. When we speak about research and efficacy of herbal medicine, it's an ongoing process. Already we have the tradition, we have the accumulated knowledge of the ancient Africans. We can't wish away this vast deposit of knowledge. It is also science, it is scientific. We can still use our modern science to validate this. So we need to expand our understanding of what science is. We need to build on this and avoid having a very narrow concept of science. So herbal medicine needs to be validated. We need to grow more, but we all have to do it together. We cannot judge herbal medicine with what is happening now. We should look at the potentials also. That is why I'm very positive. The role of herbal medicine in tackling diseases burden in Africa, which is increasing, is simply by emphasizing the importance of prevention. When we speak about diseases and illnesses, we don't need to wait until people are sick, and this is what we do in Pax Herbal. Prevention is very important. Dietary instruction, what do people eat, their lifestyle, that is the beauty of herbal medicine. So we believe that prevention is one key area, and then dispelling ignorance, because people fall sick a lot simply because they do not know. They have no knowledge of what they eat, how to combine their food. So for us at Pax Herbal, we put emphasis on prevention. And I believe prevention is one of the key ways we can reduce the disease burden in Africa. Many people are diabetic, they do not know. Many are hypertensive, they do not know. And those who know, they go to churches to go and pray because they think they don't need to take medicine. So knowledge, education is very vital, and we have discovered this over the years that education is key. Education information about what food to eat, about lifestyle. We should put emphasis on this, not just on giving people medicine. Medicine, pharmacy is not just about taking drugs or capsules. It is about information, about knowledge. When I look back over the past 20 years, but what we have done in Park Saba, it has been a long journey, tough journey. When I look back, what I'm most happy about is the fact that Park Saba is not a stranger in the community where it is located. Park Saba is a member of the Ewu community where it is located. Almost every family in Ewu has either a direct or indirect connection with the PASS clinic. That's direct worker, suppliers of raw materials, growers in one way or the other. Even the king of Ewu village has a stake in the venture, in the enterprise. I'm very happy with that it is going to last, because when you are not fully in harmony with the community, it's not going to last. It's not going to be sustained. I'm very happy about that and the acceptance of herbal medicine, and also the fact that the products are well acceptable all over the country, and people have come to identify Park Saba with integrity, transparency, which is very, very important. That is also medicine in itself. I'm very happy about that. I would like to see in the next 10 years a herbal pharmaceutical company that can compete with the pharmaceutical giants in the Western world, the Pfizer, and make good herbal medicines that can compete with the Western known popular pharmaceutical drugs. I believe that is possible, and I look forward to when we can have a herbal teaching hospital in Nigeria. That is my big dream, a teaching hospital where people come, they are diagnosed, they are treated, working with medical practitioners, pharmacists, but it's a herbal teaching hospital where we train people. I believe it is possible. In less than 10 years, I hope it will be possible.